till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards, as he's taken down right at the 20. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready! Ready?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the set.
It's Young off play action.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. They go play action. Young. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter going to change it up.
Black shot. Fury, yellow. Smack, red.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
This now a 3rd and 4.
White. Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder...
There he goes, right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 deep, touchdown, Carolina. Calvin Ridley, 56
6 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Panthers 14, Falcons 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The 2nd down and 10th in, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. It's Young on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Panthers 21, Falcons 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And complete to Drake London. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this.
Let's go.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5. Ritter from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Needle blue. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Got it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Young on 3rd down. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the
Young now from the 50. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ready.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Set, go.
Working from the gun, Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Pause, ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
5-97. Ready, ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Young checks this down to Hubbard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
First down, Carolina.
Down. Black shot. Hut, hut.
Young looks to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
It'll be Young again. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Go red. Claw, 10. Hut, hut.
Option right, Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Falcons 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. Set.
On first down, Ritter. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Second down throw coming for Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Falcons 6.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this position.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home?
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent word. Talk about explosive. 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First and 10, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Young to throw it. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Ready.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
On the double. Drill grease. Slide through. Hut, hut. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Field black. Hut.
Ritter off to play fake. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. This one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Ritter with it after the play fake. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run here with Hubbard. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Blue striker. 6. Mega. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And down inside the 15 he goes. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. Hubbard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll try to throw down. Young. And all
intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Check Fury. Set, go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Richie Grant in on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5.
At the Falcons, 27-yard line.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come.